Eighth graders, welcome back to your second eighth grade advisory lesson referring to your endorsements for your high school graduation. One of the things we want to look at right at this time is why do we need to know all of this? What do you need to know and why all of it? And that's what we're going to work at. We're going to look at all the framework, the building of your endorsement and your graduation plan. And in order to do that, I would like to share a YouTube video with you. During the video, if you would carefully pay attention to the words that you see or hear from the performer as he is doing his skit here. I am in the process of trying to pull up the video and get it ready for you. Here we go. Let me see if this is going to work this time. And let's pull it up. Pay attention to the order.
I have a complicated order. Okay, go ahead. Are you listening? Yes, sir. Well, yeah. I want a number 6 supersize with the Sprite and large fries. Mustard ketchup only, please. But don't you forget that cheese. I got a sweet tooth, but I'm in a hurry. Can I get one big McFlurry? Give me one of them, sprinkled with some M&M's. I'm feeling them. Excuse me, ma'am, but baby, can you tell me, did you get that? Was it too fast? Cause I don't wanna have to come back. No, to the drive, to the drive. Can you hear me? Am I coming in clearly? Cause if it's Mickey D's and please, I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Did you get that? Yes, you wanted the number 6 supersize with only mustard and ketchup with a large fry and an M&M McFlurry. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, your total is 807. That's the first one. Thank you. Yeah. This is quality service, people. Quality. McDonald's is the bomb.com. Ask your mom. Hi.
807. Oh, he was singing? Who was singing?
I was singing. Thank you. And these were my backup singers, the little doo-wops in the back. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. Did y'all see? Bye.
Okay, now I'm going to get the video back off of here, hopefully, if I can get to the right place on this. In the meantime, with your class, take about a minute and discuss what you saw in that video about the planning that it took, the organization that was needed, and the specifics he gave in order to obtain his task, his goal. What did he want and how did he obtain it? What specifics did he use to get there? All right, I'm going to give you all about another 15 seconds and we're going to come back as a class and continue with the video. All right, let's get back to where we were. What we need to know now are some lingo, some things that you need to know that will help you get through this course and understand everything that we're going to be talking about. I'm going to do a screen share with y'all in a second here. And we're going to look at some different lingo that goes along with what we're going to be talking about, and let you see and understand some of the words we're going to be using. So let's go with the screen share at this time, and you can see the words that we're going to be looking at. I'm going to click on it, enlarge it here for you, and talk about these slides this time. Let me continue here. So under lingo to know, these are things you need to know. So take notes in your student handbook and your student book and see where you are with this. And they are critical for planning your personal pathway. The first one is career cluster, a group of careers that are related to each other. We've talked about career clusters as we've gone through career cruising. So if you think about a career cluster, it's just a group of careers that are located or related to one another within one setting. Academics, you've heard academics all your life, I'm sure. These are things related to education. All right, the next one is the foundation program. Now, this is where we're getting into more of your plan for high school. The foundation program is the basic plan that is required for all students graduating from a Texas public high school. And we will get into more of what that looks like in a minute. Then we have the endorsements, which we've been talking about already, starting those out. So our endorsements are additional plan, is an additional plan that is required to accompany the foundation program that shows others you have some special knowledge in a particular area. Remember, you're going to pick one of 5 possible endorsements, possibly 2, to show your special knowledge in those areas. And then post-secondary is any training that occurs after high school graduation for the purpose of preparing an individual for a job or career. It includes military, college, community college, technical school, apprenticeships, or on-the-job training. Lots of opportunities for you there, and about 5 new words for you. I'm sure you've heard the words, but maybe we're now helping you understand a little bit better of what those words are. As we continue, we are going to go back into our screen here and continue our broadcast. And we're going to start looking at some graduation requirements. But first, we want to know what the mandatory or the state mandated plan is. It's 26 credits. 26 credits. So if you think about one class that you're taking right now, let's say if you're taking a high school credit class. Let's start with Spanish 2. If you're taking Spanish 2 and you complete both semesters both semesters this year for Spanish 2, then you have earned 1 year of high school credit, or 1 credit. So if you're taking Spanish 2 this year, that means you took Spanish 1 last year, and you would have had to have earned credit in that class in order to go to Spanish 2, and that credit would have been 1 high school credit. So at this time in May, if you've taken Spanish 1 and 2, you would have 1 high school credit for Spanish 1, 1 high school credit for Spanish 2. So that's 2 foreign language high school credits. If you're taking this semester touch system data entry, the keyboarding class, then you are earning half a high school credit. That is because this class is a 1 semester class, and you will earn half a credit of high school credit for that class. If you have more questions concerning credits, we'll get into that a little bit more as we go along through this program and help you understand a little bit better. But at this time, the main thing is to know that you need 26 credits. So basically what we're going to do is personalize like your burger, like the burger in the video. You're going to personalize it through your choice of endorsements and other personal choices in some content areas. So let's take a look at what those are going to look at. And if you look in your student handbook on the first page of session 2, they're not numbered, on session 2, the first page, you're going to see graduation requirements. And we're going to do a screen flip so we can talk about those as we go through it. I will share with you on screen exactly what you're looking at, hopefully on your booklet. And we can look at these together and go through it quickly. So we look at the plan, the graduation requirements. You will see there's three columns. Academic discipline, that's the area of study. The second column is the foundation and endorsement column. And then the third column is the distinguished column. And that is eligible for top 10% admissions to Texas public four-year institutions and the Texas grant eligibility. We'll get more into that later. The distinguished is a higher level of graduation program that everyone can work toward. But let's start with what we want to look at today is the foundation and endorsement program. If you look at the English academic discipline, you will need 4 credits, meaning you'll need 4 different full-year classes of an English class. And then you get to your math, you'll need a total of 4 years of English. You'll need 3 years for your foundation, and then an additional year for the endorsement. Now, if you want to go the distinguished route, then your 4th year must be Algebra 2. Under the foundation and endorsement plan, your 4th year can be any of several different maths that are going to be offered. Science is similar. You'll need 4 years of science, 3 years of the basic foundation program, as well as 1 additional science of your choice. These science and math choices will be focused more on your endorsement. For your history, your social studies, you'll need 3 years of 3 credits of social studies. Foreign language, we just talked about that. A lot of you are going to end up at the end of your 8th grade year with your 2 credits that you need. If for some reason you chose to not take your foreign language in middle school, or you just started your foreign language in 8th grade, that's perfectly okay. You have time in high school to do that. You'll need 2 credits for that. You will also need a fine arts credit. Fine arts is in the area of art, theater arts, dance, things like that. Physical education, you'll need 1 credit. Athletics does count for a credit. Health, you'll have to have a half a year of a credit of that, which is 1 semester. Also have to have PACE, which is 1 semester. Good idea is to get both of those taken care of in your freshman year. For electives, you'll get to have 4 under the foundation program, and then an additional 2 under your endorsement. And if you add all that together, you will come up with your total of 26 credits for graduation. And that will include your endorsement as well. Like I said, some of you will choose other things in your fine arts or your personal electives to go toward your endorsements. So you may end up with 1 or 2 endorsements going that route. Now, you've all been wanting to know from me, what are the endorsements? You have asked me several times, and you would like to know what the endorsements are. So let's get to that slide at this point, and we're going to look at the endorsements. They are STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and advanced math. Business and industry, which is information technology, database management, marketing, accounting, finance, graphic design, construction, welding, automotive technology, agriculture, hospitality and tourism, or the culinary arts. Also public service, health science occupations, education, human services, child guidance, cosmetology, junior ROTC, and we have arts and humanities, political science, literature, world languages, cultural studies, history, and fine arts. We also have multidisciplinary. This endorsement provides students the opportunity to take a variety of courses from each of the other 4 endorsement areas, meaning you can take other endorsement areas of the other 4 and combine them together to get you a multidisciplinary study. Just if you're not sure what area you want to go into just yet, or you want to maybe cross the boundaries with the endorsements and have maybe a fine arts degree as well as a science degree. So those options are available to you as well. So we're going to plan personally. This is for you. What is your best academic pathway for high school? Let's take into account your personal interests and talents, what subjects you like best, do you belong to any school organizations or clubs, what activities do you participate in outside of school, sports, music, computers, etc. Those last two are, looking at what your real interests are. If you're participating in a school organization or a club, that shows that you have an interest in that area. That kind of may help guide your thoughts on where you want to go. Your career aspirations, are there careers that you are that you've already researched? What are you looking into? Do you know what the salary you are seeking? Well, how much money do you want to make? Maybe that may guide where your career is going to go. Post-secondary goals. What are your education goals after high school graduation? After you graduate high school, what are you going to do? And have you researched and seen what your admission requirements are for your college or university? These are some things you may want to do and look at on your time to see where you're going and what you need to do and how to get there. And don't forget, you can also get into a 4-year university or college after you've attended a 2-year junior college, gotten your associate degree, community college, junior college, and gotten those basics in your associate's degree, and then moved to a 4-year college at that point. Okay, now we are going to go back and look at the areas that you need to check and review on. On your book, on the second page there, if you will fill in the questions to those answers, or answers to those questions, sorry. What's the name of your graduation plan? It's not a specific name that you're making for it. It is a specific plan that is named by the state. So if you look at that and talk with your table mates. We also discussed your credits needed to graduate. How many credits do you need to graduate? Put that number there so you'll know. At this time, can you name the 5 endorsements without going back and looking at them on the previous page? Can you name the 5 endorsements without discussing them with your table mates? Take some time and figure that out. And then the last 2, what should you do or consider when choosing an endorsement? And then the last one we didn't discuss today, we will in the future, and some of y'all have asked me this question: will you be allowed to change your endorsement choice? And there is an answer to that, and we will get with that to you as we go through the program. And then in the weeks coming up, we will explore each endorsement area individually in the courses and careers that are related to that endorsement. We will complete the, we already discussed this, we're not going to do the ACT Aspire assessments, but we are going to choose courses to meet your graduation requirements. We discussed that it's kind of like your course selection sheets we do every year in order to get your classes for the next grade level. And we will complete your 4-year plan of your courses that you will take in high school. And this will be a plan that suits you. You and I will work to build this plan and to develop it so that it is a plan that you will be comfortable with and that you will want to stick with while you are in high school completing your last 4 years of secondary education. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, again, remember you can ask one of the administrators or your teachers. And as always, you can ask me when you see me in the hallways or in the cafeteria. Have a great week, and I'll see y'all next week.